up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So we're going over the melee influence changes today, basically a before and after with the dual Ichors. Melee influence is one of the best new melee arcanes, if not the best. And yeah, DE did kind of slap it out a little bit yesterday. They called it a glitch fix, and it probably was a glitch fix, but we're going over today how this works on the current patch, and also to show you how it was on the previous patch, because it was really, really good. Before we get into it, also we have a mini dual Ichor, mini Saren build video today, but I'll have a full build video later this week on Saren, or maybe next week. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. I'll share the live stream. I'll be live tonight on stream, making the new dev stream bingo card for Friday for the Dante Unbound dev stream. So come on and stop by for making that dev stream bingo card if you want to. Alright, so melee influence, if you don't know what it is, it's just basically an arcane that was added with the newest tile set. And it's going to make it where you can have your melee spreading electric, well, after you proc an electric proc, now your status effects from your melee will spread to enemies within 20 meters for 18 seconds. So you have to have electric on the build, which I have electric for my Riven, and then the rest of the status effects will spread to nearby enemies once this is going. And the dual Ichor in Karnan would make toxic clouds if an enemy died. It's affected by elemental damage. So what would basically happen, let's just go ahead and show you. So you would get into it. So this is pre-patch. This is before the patch came out, the footage you're seeing right now. And don't pay attention to the stowback. This is going to be used in the Saren video later. But for this Saren video, let's focus on the dual Ichor. Now if you see, if you look around, there's just like elemental stuff happening everywhere. And there's a lot of it is the spores, to be fair. But also a lot of it is the dual Ichor melee influence. So I get these clouds out, an enemy will die to the cloud, make another cloud from their corpse, and the melee influence will spread from their corpse, making another electric, gas status cloud. That no longer happens. Now, if you look right here, it's like, okay, I have 7 enemies affected by spores, but there's definitely more than 7 enemies taking damage, and they're dying, like, look right there, they're dying in rooms I'm not even in right now. So yeah, this was pre-patch. Now, on the current patch, it will no longer create a chaining cloud. But I'm still getting some extra clouds here and there. I'm not entirely sure what's causing that. So let's go ahead and show the current patch. This is the previous patch. So you're killing enemies really far away. And it's like, I'm pretty much just standing there and things are just dying all over the place. Now for the current patch, you definitely need to be actually playing the game. Now I will admit that in this footage, I was using Smite Murmur, not Smite Grenier. So I'm missing a massive chunk of damage here. Just keep that in mind. I'm not running the proper Bane mod. But yeah, and I also have my spores with. There's 50 enemies affected by spores right now. We throw out the melee influence, and it's doing pretty well actually. An enemy that walks into the dual Ichor cloud can create another dual Ichor cloud. But what I've been noticing is that yeah, definitely it won't like the melee influence will not make another cloud. Although I've had some situations. So in this footage, I've been seeing some clouds created in rooms I'm not in. Now, did I forget about that cloud and it spawned from an enemy walking into it? Maybe. But I think melee influence dual Ichor Saren is still really, really good. It is not AFKable like before, but it's still really, really strong. It's probably still the best melee arcane, because melee crescendo and melee duplicate are so niche. But yeah, and also I've got infinite 12x too with some of the Incarnon perks. Let's go ahead and show how you can duplicate this, pun intended, this setup right now on Saren. A reminder, I will have a full Saren Tau Shard guide out soonish. After they change melee influence, I kind of want to have a couple more days to put it together the way I want to. I also want to do a meta RB too. So, as you can see in the footage, though, it's doing pretty well. It's not really like like I said, it basically went from you can pretty much AFK with this to you have to actually play the game. So it was a big change in that way. And there's gas clouds down there. I don't know why those gas clouds are appearing. I don't remember hitting those enemies with the gas cloud, but they're taking. It's like right there was a questionable gas cloud. Why did I get that one? Either way, whatever. It's still really good for nuking down stuff. So let's go ahead and show this in the simulacrum. I'm showing with this with Vazarid as well too. So you become invincible and invisible. Or not invisible. Invincible and you can just kill everything basically. So let's get into it. So for our Incarnon perks on the dual Ichor, we've got Alchemist Wrath. This is a pretty good one if you want to have infinite combo with Saren. Whenever a toxin proc is dealing damage, you're going to be getting some combo. So you can basically just go from 0 hits to 12x combo instantly with this. The other choice is going to be getting some increased attack speed on the final hit of the neutral combo. I decided not to do that because it's easy combo with Saren. Saren's third ability will make toxin procs. For combo, for the second tier, we got combo duration. You can go for more range. You can go for heavy attack lineup speed. You don't even need the combo duration. It's just, I have this on here. Why does it say 200% crit chance? Okay. And then we have the final tier giving increased status chance by 34%. Why does this say 200% crit chance? I guess I'm not too worried about it. You know what? It's probably showing like all of my weapons put together crit chance wise in this screen. But yeah, it says 200%. It said 200% crit chance for a second there. I swear I saw it. Okay, but yeah, for the build, we've got gas electric, because you have to have electric on here. And of course, like I said, I didn't have the proper Bane mod on, so put the proper Bane mod. Just make sure you have an electric mod somewhere on your build. We don't have a Riven with electric, just put on Shocking Touch in that spot instead. It's just the same thing, but worse. And the rest should be getting a bunch of overall base damage and Toxin, because Toxin is great for Saren's 3. Prime Pressure Point is great. Smite Grenadier is great. You got a Fire mod and a Toxin mod to make gas, and we got an electric mod to make electric. We got gas, electric, and then we've also got on our Saren, we've got the Venom Dose Augment mod, which makes it where you have corrosive built in. And I'll do a deep dive on this later in the week, but we've got Venom Dose for extra corrosive damage, we've got Nourish for viral damage, and we've got Toxic Lash for toxin damage. So we're spreading, we try to remember all these. Impact, or actually, no, it's only elemental, so we're doing corrosive, toxin, viral, gas, electric. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's pretty much it. So the build is going to be focused on just being able to cast our village and having tons of power strength. We don't actually need Rolling Guard on this build, so I could probably take that off when I show you what focus school we're going for. You got Multi-Augmented, so every kill gives us more power strength. That's great. We got Arcane Fury, because this gives us more damage for our dual Ichors. That does affect the clouds. It does influence the clouds, pun intended. So, yeah, you can be flexible here, but I've got this stuff on here. Archon mods are not needed, but if you have a Wisp in your team, the electric modes will give you some energy regen, so that's pretty nice. Now, go ahead and showing how this works in... Well, I guess I'll show you what shards I have, too. This will be... Now, the shards Saren video will be later in the week, but for right now, I've got 4 Toxin proc increasing shards for Tau and 1 Corrosive stack increasing shard for Tau, giving 13 Corrosive procs. I think it's like 98% armor strip. For non-level 10,000 missions, it's actually totally fine. So, here's how you can do this. Now, I'm actually going to unpause these guys so I can show you the survivability of this loadout. So we're going to unpause these guys, we're going to cast our buffs, we're going to jump into the fire. So there's lots of enemies here. As soon as our shield breaks, watch what we do. We do Vazarin, and look, we're invincible. So yeah, we just do a heavy attack, invincible again. And as you can see, melee influence is still pretty good. I'm able to go in there with no invincibility. Let's do that again. So just a quick simulacrum showcase here. Oh, didn't summon them. Melee influence can still totally destroy like massive groups of enemies, but it's a little bit more active playstyle than before. Alright, didn't catch the spores. So with the spores, you're getting those extra corrosive procs, which makes your gas and your electric a lot better. So right there, like tons and tons of clouds, but again, we're in the simulacrum, so kind of hard to tell exactly how far that would really chain in a mission. That's why I showed you the footage, but yeah. The big thing, guys, is that it seems you sometimes get some clouds here and there that you didn't really deserve, I guess I'd call it. But for the most part, yeah, the endless AFK chaining stuff is gone. And yeah, it's still really good. So hopefully this video is fun, helpful to you guys. Let's just go ahead and see if we can get some clouds here. So like right there, she was right next to the cloud, so she created another cloud. But these guys over here, I'm guessing they're not going to create a cloud anymore. Let's see. Okay. Actually, why? All those guys created clouds. So I don't know. I don't actually know, but it seems that you can still create clouds. But the exact reasoning behind it, maybe it's because of the spores. Maybe the spores are counting as a melee or something. But yeah, this is still definitely really good. Not AFK-able, but very, very good. And I hope you guys found this video fun. I'll see you next time. I'll see you in the dev stream bingo video tomorrow. I'll see you in the Saren full guide video on Saturday, probably. And yeah, go and enjoy your melee influence, because it's still really good. It's just not AFK. Alright, take it easy, guys. Peace.